Hi, and welcome back to Living and Breathing with Art. I'm Maggie Hart. The purpose of the videos that I make are to use art to cultivate a practice of mindfulness and presence. I am an artist, a retired clinical social worker, and also I'm a person living with a chronic medical condition. I know stress and worry. I know how our minds can get the best of us and take us on journeys in our heads to places that we'd rather not visit. But sometimes it's hard to stop going there. And even if you don't have a chronic lung condition like I do, life is still hard for all of us. There's always something going on in our lives that trigger worry, sometimes depression and anxiety. If that speaks to you in any way, then I'm glad you found yourself here. And I hope that this time together can bring you a little reprieve from whatever you're going through by using art as a tool for self-care. These little videos are to make art, yes, but it isn't about the art we produce. It's about the relaxing process that happens when we use creative expression. As I've said before, this isn't art therapy. I am not an art therapist. And this workshop isn't to teach the skills of art. There are many amazing artists already on YouTube doing that. And you're probably not going to make your finest masterpiece here with me. But if you can have some fun and feel a sense of calm while doing it, then I did what I set out to do. For my friends with bronchiectasis and chronic lung disease, I thank you for trying art as a tool for mindfulness, and I really hope it can bring some peace into your life, even if for a very short time. So today I'm going to offer you a lesson on signatures as art. Our signatures have been a unique personal mark that we've used on paper countless times in our lives. As children, learning our ABCs and how to write our names were one of our earliest lessons in elementary school. Our signatures are an extension of our word. When we write our name on a piece of paper, it holds power. Our signature says, I declare that this is true. Think of all the documents you've signed in your lifetime. Maybe bank loans, mortgage agreements, marriage licenses, birth certificates, maybe divorce agreements, love letters, birthday cards, medical documents and agreement. Sure, doc, you can take my lung. I don't have any problem with that. And if you're an artist, your artwork. Our signatures have been part of some of the most meaningful and important moments in our lives. They have changed and evolved right along with us. We might have had several name changes that we've had to adapt our signature to. And we have variations of our signatures for the different occasions, circumstances, and people in our lives. My artist signature is different from my legal signature. Professional signatures differ, as it requires that you put letters after your name to represent your credentials. And how we sign notes to loved ones and friends might be totally different. I know I always embellish those kind of notes with a squiggle and a heart at the end. And the meaning of our signatures is unique in all those different circumstances. As an artist, my signature on one of my paintings means this is worthy of my name. I'm happy with it. And it's finished. A professional signature implies competency and trust. And notes to loved ones, well, those are like a hug or a kiss. My signature on something to my kids, love mom, that's one of my favorite signatures of all. There's actually a science of signatures, believe it or not. It's called graphology. It's the study of the idea that a person's handwriting or signature style reflects actual personality traits. There's an online test that you can take, and I'll put the link in the info about this video. So if you want to hop over there and take it for fun, it might give you a chuckle. And so, okay, so what does all this signature talk have to do with art, mindfulness, and creative expression? Well, if you've been with me here before, I think you can guess. I am inviting you to experience your signature as an extension of yourself and an expression of your creativity as a practice in mindfulness. Mindfulness is the experience of being fully present, only aware and conscious of the moment in time that you are in. It's being here, right now. And the beauty of it is it can quiet our minds a little bit. So for this exercise, all you're going to need is a pad of paper or a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. If you have a favorite pen that you love to write with, if you're a person that keeps a journal, maybe you want to use your journal to do this or use that writing instrument. Whatever you have is fine. What you're going to do is find yourself in a quiet little place, sit down, take a few deep breaths, calm yourself, and start to write your signature over and over and over again. And unlike when we were kids and we had to concentrate really hard to get the letters right, you're going to try to get into a meditative flow state with this. A flow state is any time you're so engaged in any activity that you're totally unaware of anything else. Just write and let your signature be what it is. Fill the whole paper. Feel the pen in your hand. See the turns and the curves that it takes as you write your letters and your name on the paper. Really notice how it looks. Allow yourself to be fully engaged and focused only on your writing instrument, the feel of it in your hand, and the letters on your paper. And then, if you want to turn it into an art exercise afterwards, you can use your signature as the focal point of a piece of art. You can incorporate it into a drawing, make a collage of documents that have your signature on it, or even make up new ones. I'll show you what I did. So I used my initials in this one. This is actually how I sign all my artwork, with an MH and a little squiggle around it. And I just put that on here. And then I just connected everything, made some circular shapes, kind of doodled around it. And then I colored it in with my watercolor paper with my favorite colors. It was very, very relaxing. Here's another example. I put that same artist initial signature in the middle of the paper, and then I just drew this rudimentary rose around it and then colored it in. It's nothing fancy, but during the time that I was doing these two things, I wasn't thinking of anything else. I was totally present. And because there's no pressure to these, they're not going in an art exhibit. There's no pressure, and you can easily just let go and hopefully have some fun. So I hope that you can be present, mindful, try this exercise, let yourself relax into it for a little bit of time. And if you want to visit my gallery and check out my latest pieces of artwork, the link is at the top of the page. And take care of yourself, be well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.